Regression manga, manhwa is always the same. It's about getting revenge, being betrayed, preventing the end of the world, and etc. But over time, the reason for the regression of the main character no longer matters. How the story is going to take is the reason I read a series. And after struggling to find the different one and reading all the recommendation, I found one or two series that piqued my interest. While there is a few of a good regression comic that I like to discuss, SSS-Class Suicide Hunter take place as a bittersweet story. As you read the chapter, you can see the evolution of the MC from being depressed, hopeless, and coward to always being free and not being afraid anymore. SSS-Class Suicide Hunter start with our main character named King Gongja, who envy of the successful hunter named Yusoha or Flame Emperor. After an envious, disappointed, and sad reality, a notification came and a little bit different from the notification all people. Eventually, MC got amazing and useless skill at the same time. The skill name is I Want to Become Like You. What it does is Kim Gongja must die by someone in order to copy one of their skill. After a harsh reality, Kim Gongja stepped outside for some fresh air and witnessed the Flame Emperor kill one of the world's highest ranker in the world. King Gongja got found out and got killed immediately in the spot. And with luck on his side, he copied one of the best skill paired with I Want to Become Like You, called Returner Clockwork Watch. What it does is return the user to 24 hours prior to death. Long story short, he got the idea to kill himself before the Flame Emperor get his first ability called Returner Clockwork Watch. Because if he killed the Flame Emperor now, he can simply return 24 hours before death. That's why he is so determined to kill the Flame Emperor before he get his first ability. And that 11 years ago. And he forced to kill himself 4,090 times to that time and kill Flame Emperor. Before we discuss deep enough what is the definition of regression, what does it take to label someone regress? The definition of regression by Cambridge Dictionary is a return to a previous and less advanced or worse state, condition, or way of behaving. And the definition of regression by Oxford's Dictionary is the process of going back to an early or less advanced form or state. Well, the word regression can be used in many fields as well. It can be used in economy, psychology, or so on. After the two definitions of Cambridge and Oxford Dictionary, we can conclude that regression dates back to a time when things were not so good or less advanced. Many people won't rewind time or could turn back time because they always regret everything and always blame everything. Maybe we should stop wanting to go back in time because we can never go back in time. And if we could go back in time, we will change the whole future. Maybe worse stuff happen, someone you know dies, and etc. Just like King Gongja did. After he comes back and kills the Flame Emperor, he has to climb the tower and clear all the floor with perfect scenario and try to save a single soul dying. Like a dream come true, other hunters see Kim Gongja as a god who always clear a floor with quick and fast time and with the perfect scenario. But behind that, there is a human who always returns to the past and see the same scenario for almost 10 or maybe 100, even 1,000 times. He has to get perfect at everything. If there's a single mistake, he just kills himself or get killed to return to the past and make sure all perfect. Maybe we don't see it as a big deal, but imagine this. Let's assume Kim Gong-jae died 100 times at one arc, meaning always talking to the same person, the same dialogue, the same place for 100 days. And what people didn't see, the suffering of Kim Gong-jae's character when he went back to the past. Even he started doubting himself over the time. As a human being in the day for almost 100 times will make you crazy, and you always try to break through the loophole. But what if the solution is you must die? That's what's special about Kim Gong-jae. He's the only man who can do that. According to the interview with the artist and author of SSS-Suicide Hunter, conducted by Keiko Page Taiwan, Kim Gong-jae has to suffer to become strong. For example, Kim Gong-jae planned to commit suicide 4,050 times. In the light novels, Kim Gong-jae quotes 40 more deaths than my initial calculation. This includes the time it takes to commit suicide thousands of times and force throat break as well. That means he has to kill 40 times more, because those were the time Kim Gong-jae was hesitating about death. The time that Gong-jae didn't want to die, the time that he feared death, and the time he ran from it. Gong-jae hesitated for 40 days. That's why he had to spend a total of 40,090 days to kill himself. Another example, in order to understand people, care for them, bear the burden of others, he had to understand their pain. Kim Gong-jae can acquire ability from those who killed him. These ability all are the result of him being able to adapt to the world. This ability can also be a character icon, but as a result of being killed by other people, he sometimes receives a punishment. The punishment is seeing the trauma of the people who killed Kim Gong-jae. Therefore, he must suffer in order to become strong. If he wants to copy the ability of one of the most powerful hunters in the world, he must die to them and see the trauma. This penalty also includes monster, the floor itself, etc. And because of the trauma and pain, he also gained more understanding about people. I believe that since Kim Gong-jae wants to understand people, he first needs to understand their pain, says the author of SSS-Suicide Hunters. Also, the reason I chose this manhwa because they are great orthodox demonic war. Kim Gong-jae learned and also must show his master 9 types of suffering by a bow, from hunger, thirst, freeze, drown, and etc. And when he do perform the last suffering, bow with your death, he don't know how to perform with the bow that he been doing for 4,090 times or maybe more, because at this point, every decision, every pain that people start to him, every suffering that he feels, every people that he saves, he doesn't know what he's doing is right or wrong. Because what is the reason Kim Gong-jae doing all this? Because he wants to be honorable, want all the people that he saved become good people, want the people that he loved to be perfect, become a god or hero, want to all people happy, see alive because of all the pain, or it's just a harness own will.